So me and Dubbz were at it again, running around Los Santos trying to sell everything we could from the club. We eventually did all that and did a hit just so we could buy our auto shop, and we met our new partners, Kenny and Sasanta. We're heading back to our custom auto shop right now. It's going to be a good one. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing one of the missions there. I heard it's paying like 2 times this week, so well, not heard, but I read that. And I'm going to be going ahead and trying it out. So let's go in here. Hold on. Thing was tripping for a second. Dubbz was just walking around. He was wondering himself, why couldn't I go in here? Place looks good, it's just empty. But let's take a little tour around since this is our second time in here. What's this? Vehicle management menu. I mean, that's cool. Alright, let's go over here. Need to check the board again.
Okay,
available contracts.
This right here is where it all comes together. Thanks to you, we got the shop. Thanks to me, we got the team. And thanks to Kenny, we got the work. Seriously, my man can mingle like a motherfucker. He got all kinds of clients coming to him to get shit done and keep their hands clean. This here planning board gonna tell you all about that shit. Whatever he got available, we put it up here. More stuff coming down the line, too.
All
It
right.
takes a little cut, but you act right, drive right, and work right, and we gonna pay you right. Just focus on one of these jobs at a time, okay? Keep it clean and think about it before you commit.
Well, sounds good to me. I see the Union Depository contract for $300,000. You know, I think I'm going to be doing this one. I'm just not sure how quickly these go. Do they all happen at once, or do I have to wait for it to happen over time? I guess that remains to be seen, but I think I'm going to be picking this one for sure.
Who's ready to go for the motherfucking gold, y'all? Union Depository. You ain't shit in this town till you hit the Union, baby. They got a shipment of bars sitting there all ripe for the taking. And Kenny got a buyer all lined up. Although if you ask me, this the kind of buyer you only want to sell to once. You feel me? Only way they could be any more shady was if they had FIB tattooed on their ass. And for all I know, they do. But Kay says it's cool, so it's cool. All we gotta do is find a way inside, find a way into the vault, and get moving on this thing. Let's make our mark.
Alright, well, let's make it happen. We're out here now and planning work has begun. Elevator key. Let's get into the car. And we're
Listen
getting
up.
called.
We getting ready to hit the Union Depository, y'all. I'm talking gold. You gonna need one of them passes to the depository's vault elevator. Kay's client pinned down some 1% motherfucker that's got his own personal pass. Sending you the address now.
Alright, let's find where this guy's located. He's actually right next to us. As far as apartments go. What the hell are people doing right now? NPC are tripping out. Hold on. Yeah, I do, but I have to actually get Dubbz out of here right now. Let's just continue this way. We're going to be making it there eventually. And here we are.
A guy is shady bound to be looking over his shoulder. My guess, he's got the pass right on him. When you get there, shoot first, search later. You know how it goes.
Alright, that's the plan then. We're going to be shooting first and asking later. We just have to get in there and avoid the entrance to our apartment. Alright, Dubbz is going to be going inside. He's equipped with an automatic. Okay, rolling.
Get
We're Rambo rolling all around this thing and we're just shooting shit up.
As soon as you got that pass, we get the fuck out of there. Take the elevator down to the garage and look for the security speed. Crawl in SUV.
Get some of
Have
that.
some of that gear in that trunk too.
Hold on.
Outfits or something.
The game's tripping out.
Those in the SUV.
You know what? Damn. I was actually trying to have Dubbz roll and all that stuff, but he kept doing weird things like running towards the guy that was shooting at him. That's exactly what you don't want to do. Alright, but he got. Now we're back, and we return favor. Times 3 at this point. Let's just continue. Well, we took out the corrupt businessman and got our elevator key too. So I think we're good to go. Got to take the elevator to the garage. And we're immediately getting shot at. So we got to roll around and start taking them out. Why do all these garages look the same? Shouldn't they have their own characteristics that make them kind of unique to the person that owns them? You know? It's like a carbon copy of the one that we have. Hold on. Still getting shot at. Still getting shot at. Dubbz just shot down another guy. And that guy too. And I think that would be it. Now that's it. He was still breathing for a second. Alright, let's get out of here. And we're getting chased. This is a little bit of a problem. But I think it's all good though.
Park that shit near the Union Depository and not out front, alright? And not at the auto shop neither. Them K-Town mobsters will be up our asses in 2 seconds. Find somewhere low key. I sent you some options.
Well, that's awesome because we need some.
Hey, listen, I just want to make sure y'all understand what we about here. Well, I mean, first of all, we about making all kinds of money. But apart from that, it's about being who we are, driving what we want to drive, hitting what the fuck we want to hit. You got my outside perspective, your street knowledge, and Sasanta's know-how. There ain't no stopping us. You ready to shake this bitch up or what?
You already know.
Good. Now get back to it.
Alright. Let's go ahead and park this car. And we need to go ahead and leave the area. So might as well just take this vehicle. This thing's nice too. Mission has been passed. Elevator key and security gear acquired. We got paid a little bit of cash for that. And I'm thinking about keeping this car right here. Might just have to stash it at one of our garages. B's paying for it.
Okay, looks good. I'm gonna have my people keep an eye on that SUV and bring up whatever gear's in there when it's time to get moving. Keep the pass and drop it off at the auto shop next time you're here. Good work.
That's the thing I'm not really too clear about. Was I supposed to actually drop it off to her or whatever? But never really worked that out. We're at the salvage yard right now, and I'm thinking about starting the Ocelot Jugular. I think I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but I'm going to be setting this up for $20,000, and we're going to be giving this go since I need the cash flow.
Okay, so that's what it's gonna be.
Dubbz.
Sexy car boss. Now here's who we're gonna steal it from. Me and Yusuf, we got this uncle. Well, actually, he's like a brother-in-law of my mom's second cousin, twice removed, but that doesn't matter. The point is, this dude is rich as fuck. Like, rich. But he's a piece
Hella
of
rich?
shit. You know, real nasty, real tacky. Even got himself canceled. Do you know how bad you have to fuck up to get canceled where he's from? Yeesh. Anyway, he gets stuff shipped across to the US from back home all the time. Art, gold, guns, and, you guessed it, cars. And this particular car is special, man. You know Solomon Richards? Like the Solomon Richards, the movie producer? This was the car he was driving when he got caught curb crawling Vinewood Boulevard, man. This thing got a pedigree. It's unique. Yusuf's gonna love it. We hit that cargo ship, it's ours. We just
All
need
right.
to scope out the harbor at Elysian Island, get the deets, and cook us up a plan, huh?
Yeah, that works for me. Let's go ahead and start it. Dubbz out here now. Salvage yard robbery. Scope out Dubbz.
You ready to get your hands on a fine-ass car? I've been dreaming about those wheels. All you gotta do is head to Elysian Island and scope it out. That's where it's due to land. Get in, take a few pics, get out. Easy.
Alright, works for me. Let's go ahead and go there. That's where it is on the map. And we just arrived.
Docs? Cool. Let's pick up some intel. I need 3 pics. 1, a pic of one of the cargo ships that dock there. I want to know the layout of this thing. 2, a shipping container so we can size up the kind of thing they might have our car in. Try and get a pic with the locks in it so I can know what we're up against. 3, the shipping manifest. Boring, I know, but if you can find it in the office building, we'll know when the ship's due to dock.
I'm pretty familiar with how these work now. Just got tongue twisted and everything, but we're going to be heading towards the first camera that's on the map. And it took me and Dubbz several minutes to find out exactly what's going on and what we're trying to look at. And we ended up walking around this entire building so we could escape this guy's vision cone. And we're finally at the door where we could look inside. And that's where we're supposed to be. So, a little bit after that, I decided to have Dubbz just climb on top of this building. And we'll just drop down behind this guy. And hopefully, since we're not in front of his vision cone, we'll be alright. Or at least that's my assumption. Well, we're in here now. And all of a sudden, this guy's yelling at us, even after we avoided his vision cone. Now he's hitting us with a hammer, of all things. Thought he was trying to smack us with a wrench, but no, he's trying to kill us. Can't have that.
What do you think?
Get him, Dubbz. Gotta stomp him out real quick. Just keep stomping him. He ain't out yet. Let's just keep stomping. Okay, we're done. Man's done. He ain't coming back. We just have to take a photo of this list right now. And I think we're good. So we're sending that over to Jamal.
I gotta think of how we can keep the ship out in the open water, though, away from the authorities. And then we're gonna need a boat to get out to it.
Works for me. We gotta go to our second location right now. So let's take a left right here. And I think we're just about there. Gonna have Dubbz get out right now, so he doesn't get automatically detected by these guys' vision cones. Crawling on top of these storage containers. Let's jump across. Didn't really have enough air time to make it all the way there, but it's fine. And I think we may have to take a picture of this ship right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Seems to be good enough. Sending that over to Jamal.
Oh, that's a big ass boat.
The
If
hell?
my uncle has it guarded, it'll be tough to get close. Now I'll take a note. We need some convincing outfits. You know, disguises.
I would think so. After a bit, I decided to actually crawl down and found out that the next photo opportunity was just right here the entire time. Let's go behind this guy. Dubbz just crawl up here. And we should be good for a photo. So let's take a pic of this. Just snap the shot of it. I think that's good enough.
No big deal. Nothing bolt cutters couldn't cut right through. I'll put them on the list.
Alright. Works for me. Now we gotta go back to the salvage yard. Just getting into the ride right now.
That's how we do it.
Let's go.
Efficiency, you know. Clarity.
It's good,
Please don't
man.
hurt me.
Jamal's kind of tripping out, but you know, it's whatever. We're back. Scope out completed.
Hey,
Hey, what's up,
catch you
Jamal?
later.
Let's get on to the computer. I was just talking to that guy too, but
Okay, I got the plan for this thing. I'm over here drawing diagrams and shit, cause this ship, the second it docks, we've got trouble, man. Security checks, personnel up in the containers, the cargo moving. Now we can't let that happen. So we're gonna keep her out at sea where she's defenseless. I'm thinking we torch the paperwork to stop them docking the boat, find a way on board, call in my homie with the wings, and man, we can lift those wheels right off of her, huh? Let's do it!
hell yeah, let's get on this, man. So we're out here now. The cargo ship robbery has started. Planning work, sabotage, and disguise.
Okay,
Let's
so
talk
we
to
need to keep
Jamal
my
again.
uncle's ship all alone on the water where we can get to her and the port authorities can't sniff us out. But if we want to stop her from being cleared to dock, we need to destroy any trace of authorization. AKA, torch everything. Oh, and coincidentally, they share the space with the Coast Guard. And what have they got? Uniforms. That getup's gonna help you get real close to the ship if you can grab a fit.
We definitely need one of those, and I gotta mention that the water is looking hella realistic right there. That's where it is on the map. We have arrived at
Heads up. This
Elysian
place will
Island.
probably be rigged with security cameras, so you want to keep things on the down low, obviously. If you bring the cops, it's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, obviously. You don't want the cops here. So we're going to try to keep this as smooth as possible. We gotta find the circuit box and then disable the camera. That took a little bit. We eventually made it to where the door was. I see the camera. Now we have to find the circuit box. I think that might be it. But we'll have to see when we run towards this direction. Dubbz is going to be taking a look pretty soon. Hold on. Let's play it cool. Alright, we're good. We avoided their detection. And we got here. This doesn't really seem to be it. Alright, let's check this one out. Alright, seems like we found it. That seemed to have done it. We disabled the cameras. And we're inside.
Get ready to blow anything that might have info on my uncle's ship. It's called La Princess. Sticky bombs should do it. And hey, don't forget to grab the Coast Guard's uniform before you pull the trigger. Gotta get suited and booted.
Okay, we don't have any of those sticky bombs, but we have proximity mines. So I'm hoping that would work out. Let's go ahead and hack the computer. We gotta go onto my computer. Then external device. Bruteforce.exe. We ended up completing this entire thing. It's spelled out cipher. We're finished. Now we need to plant the explosives. We got 3 of them. And I was thinking about having Dubbz chuck that proximity mine, but I'm guessing we have to go here. And they are going to be providing these sticky bombs to us, which is a lot better than what I had initially planned. So let's put that phone away. What's going on here? I'm trying to plant this explosive and the phone keeps popping up all of a sudden. We have one more location. Let's plant this explosive. That should do it. Now we need to locate the Coast Guard outfits, which I'm guessing might be by those shelves. So let's take a right here. And we have found it. This is this yellow bag. Dubbz got it on. Now we gotta leave the LSPA office. Got back to our car. Now that we're at our car, we can detonate those bombs. Although, now that I think about it, I probably should have had Dubbz drive off and then detonate the bomb, but it's whatever. Still working out. We got away. We're back at the salvage yard. Got this thing here, and we're good. Got everything complete. Let's go back onto the computer. We need to, well, yeah, we need to work on the next part of this. And that's going to be the skylift. The cargo ship robbery. Planning work skylift.
Yo, so we got a problem. That container with the car in it, we're gonna need something serious to lift it out of there. Real serious. I know Meriwether's got these sky lifts they use for big weights. If we can get our hands on one of those, I got a pilot who can do this thing.
Well, let's head over there and get it right now then. We're going to Sandy Shores Airfield, which is a pretty familiar destination for us. We've been here quite a few times. Now that we've arrived, we can go ahead and take care of business. Let's just get out. I'm assuming we have to kill all the soldiers. Not a problem for me and Dubbz. More than willing to get the job done. Okay, we're getting shot at. We're surrounded. And we got That was great. But now we're back. Stronger than we were before. By an unknown percentage. Because it's undetermined at this point. We might just die in the next few seconds. Okay, hold on. We gotta run. Try to make it to the door, maybe. Can we get inside? It's not letting us inside, and Dubbz got. You see what I'm saying? Now we're back again. And eventually I figured out that we're supposed to be using this huge gun right here. I don't know what it's called, but we're going to be shooting these helicopters down with this thing. Just like that, too. Doesn't have auto aim, but it doesn't matter. We just have to continuously pop at them. Look at them. Can't kill us right now. That one's just spraying at us. Didn't do nothing. Let's go over here. Going down like flies now. Now, I got killed hella before I even figured this out. It's not like I just instantly said, hey, this is going to be the thing that kills all these helicopters. Nah, I was just dying time and time again until I got frustrated and I said, you know what, I'm going to be using an even bigger gun than what I have on me. And that's where this thing comes in. I did get taken out there with Dubbz, but no, we took down the last helicopter. All we need to do is steal the skylift now. Dubbz got in. Now this thing's going to be ascending towards the heavens.
I just sent you the drop-off location. Our guy will take care of the skylift here until we need it.
And we have to lose cops, which just arrived. It's all good though, since they don't have a chopper with them. So all they can do is just drive around while we fly away. And we eventually made it to some unknown marked location. Bringing down the skylift. Just need to get into the little yellow circle. And Dubbz has gotten out. You must be the pilot. Good to meet you, dude. Alright, let's get out of here. Good thing there are a few vehicles here. Dubbz got one of them, and we're driving away. Work has been complete, skylift acquired, and we lost money since we had to pay our businesses and everything. It's just a little bit of a cost that's
Nice!
added.
Gonna
That's
call
fine.
my pilot to tell him the skylift is ready. He's gonna love this shit. Way more exciting than taking Yusuf to Vanilla Unicorn and back.
Yeah, I would say so. Hold on, we getting
Hey,
another
you
call.
busy? We got our first customer's car back at the auto shop. They got a list of shit they want done, so take a look when you get back. You do a good job with this, word of mouth gonna spread quick in this town.
Really? Oh, I've been waiting for something like this. Now we're back at the auto shop. A customer has delivered a vehicle. We got to fix it up. We do have to pay an upfront cost, which is fine. Once service, you or any hired staff can deliver the vehicle to the customer. When is that going to happen? We probably have to buy the staff too. As of now, I think it's fine that we're going to be doing this all ourselves. So let's start modifying things. We're going to be souping this thing up. And I think I'm going to be starting off with service vehicle. I don't know exactly what it did, but it did something. Lights flashed. Gears started getting turned. Now we got to change the color to this thing. And I'm thinking about something that's a little lighter in color to insinuate the lines on this SUV. I think a bluish silver works well. And then after that, I started working on it a little bit more, and it ended up being a bluish silver / carbon fiber sort of build. Thinking about the carbon roof panel right here to go with the side mirrors. And then after that, got a lip put on here along with side skirts and the rear bumper. Now I'm picking the rims. Got that all done. We're getting this delivered. Just arrived. Now Dubb's getting out. I'm trying to get a good shot of this thing so you could see every angle, but it's not really working out that way. It looks great though. I'm just saying. I mean, it's clean, ain't it? Every single car that's in here, I'm wanting to actually change the calipers. Because how can you soup up a car when you can't change the color of the calipers? It's kind of a thing. Like, if you've been in the custom car world, then you know that you got to change the color of those calipers. And if it's just constantly red, it's like, what the hell? Either way, there's the customer. I think she's going to be happy with this. And we got everything delivered. Final payment is $82,500. Payment for delivery is $50,000. Service cost is $35,000. And the customer doesn't really seem to be too happy with it. Well, it is what it is. I guess the big complaint was that there were too many mods.
Yo,
Just
so
whatever.
it turns out my uncle has a whole air fleet prepped to fly out to the cargo ship if shit goes down. Just sent you the deets on one of their pilots. We gotta drop him, like no cap. He'll have intel on the rest of the fleet. Plus, that's one less chopper to deal with later.
Alright, now we gotta take care of a pilot. That's where he's located. Going back to planning this robbery. Let's get in here. Now we have to eliminate the pilot. This dirty bastard has to be somewhere in here. No, I'm playing around. We found him.
When you've taken him out, access his computer and download the rest of the fleet's locations.
Alright. Now we have to find his computer, which took us a couple of seconds. But eventually we just finished downloading. We're out of the house and we have to go back to the car.
Alright, the locations of the other copters are on your radar. Wipe them out!
Alright, we just skirted out there, but we need to destroy the Mavericks, and we only have 3 minutes left. That wasn't going to be happening, alright? Now we're moving on to robbery task. This is going to be actually 2 out of 3, but I haven't done one. This is going to be the second one, either way. And it's going to be our first one at the same time, if that makes sense. But it really doesn't, so let's go ahead and pick up this call.
Yo, you near the boat storage? We still need transport to reach the cargo ship. Now take your pick and tow it back to the yard.
Well, let's break into the storage facility. We gotta go around here. Alright, I'm seeing the yellow circle. And we're gonna be going in here. Don't see no one yet, but that's gonna be changing pretty soon. It's too quiet right now. Alright, Dubb's going back a little bit. We have to make sure if there's something here, and we may miss it if we walk past it, but no, we didn't miss anything. We're just going to continue this way. I'm hearing voices, seeing boats. Let's just start taking people out. These guys got masks on and everything. They're not here to actually take care of boats. They're not fishermen. Okay, we got taken out. Okay, we're back. And eventually all of them went down. Now we have, okay, there was one more guy. Not anymore though. He was the last survivor. Now we can pick what we want. Is it going to be these jet skis? Or this big red boat, which seems pretty fast. Well, it's red and black. Then we have a yellow and black one. I think I'm going to be, well, that's a raft. I'm not going to be getting that. It's not even a good raft neither. Gonna get this. No, we're gonna go with the red and black boat. I was thinking about those jet skis, but no, this is good enough right here. Hold on. Gotta line this truck properly. Otherwise, it won't connect. Is it connecting? Alright, we're good. We're out of the storage facility and we need to go and make it to the salvage yard. Immediately, I'm seeing an enemy on the map. They're gonna start shooting at us. They kept shooting at us even when we were nearing the salvage yard, but we're here. Okay. Just had a slight accident, but we're here. We got what we need. Now we're moving on to the second robbery task, which has us close to a pizzeria. Not doing deliveries today. We gotta wait for Jamal's call, and we have $145,000 waiting for us at Omega.
Lifeguards carry a lot of flares, right? Flares that could be used to signal for our pilot to collect a shipping container. Just saying, now's your chance to grab a box.
Alright, let's see where this is so we can grab that box of flares. Lifeguard station should be somewhere around here. Alright, this is it. Alright, let's just... I wish I could, dude, but I don't know how to donate to homeless people in a GTA game. Either way, finally figured out how to actually get into the lifeguard station. Let's climb over this and then find our way down. Hold on. Good enough. Didn't see a ladder or nothing. Now we're grabbing this box of flares.
Ugly asshole.
Me and Dubbz have to get the hell out of here. Cops are coming. And here we are at the salvage yard. Okay, a little bit of a bump there, but we're fine. You know, got the flares, got the boat. And me and Dubbz tried to actually go to the club, but then we noticed there was a payphone hit. Not going to be missing that opportunity, so having Dubbz turn around right here and we'll just see what Frank has to say. I don't know what that guy was saying, but the NPC in this game are hella rude. Just have to mention that. Alright, let's get this call.
Man, this should be a wholesome ass day of work. The target is some backwards ass judge that changed
And
the
I
sentences.
actually heard this before, so we're going to be skipping that. That's where the target's located. And she is still at the golf course, seemingly reincarnated for a second go at life. You know, we took her out the last time. Dubbz stepping into the here. We got dressed up. He has a club. And we actually took her out in the most savage way possible along with her associates. This was for an additional bonus. It's not like it's for nothing. And we're here just to be cruel or something like that. It's what the game wanted. So we're driving away. Hit complete. The judge is gone. We got paid $45,000. $30,000 came from a bonus payment, while only $15,000 came from the hit itself. We're moving on to the last robbery task. Back here at Elysian Island. Let's wait for Jamal. Is he calling? There he is.
Hey, we'll need bolt cutters to break into that container. Think you could swipe some from that place?
Doesn't sound like it would be too much of a problem, since it's pretty close by. Here it is. Let's just have Dubbz get out, walk into the construction site, and we'll begin the search, which didn't take long at all. It's just right here. Let's grab the bolt cutters and leave as quickly as possible before people start reacting. I see a couple of mad NPCs on the map. We're out of here. You see, people start cussing at everything. What the hell's wrong with those guys? We're just borrowing this. Either way, we're back at the salvage yard. Let's get inside and begin the robbery. Task has been complete. Bolt cutters acquired. It's about to go down.
Okay, this is it. Everything's in place. You ready to go full pirate mode? Because if anything's worth boarding a ship crawling with heavily armed private security, it's this car.
All right, let's get it. We're out here
Grab your
now.
ride and head up to the docks. I'll be in touch. Oh, and by the way, that getup is fresh.
The cargo ship robbery has begun. We gotta head over here now. Back at Elysian Island. Think this is where we're supposed to be. Now, Dubbz has to go into the dinghy. And initially, I had Dubbz run down the wrong direction. As you can see right here, we're hella far away from that freaking boat. But eventually, we're here now. After running back around and everything. Let's get it going. We gotta go out to sea. I'm seeing a big boat there. A ship.
Okay, so the fifth good, but like
Boat.
only so good, you feel me?
Yeah.
The patrol boats might not notice you, but once you're on board face to face, you're gonna get some looks. That's why, hear me out, you're gonna climb up the anchor chain. Easy. You lift, right, bro? Play right?
Doesn't really sound all that easy, Jamal. Wouldn't he have told us earlier about this? It would have helped. Like, he waited until the last seconds, whatever.
Golden Bird, this is Drip King. Do you copy? Drip King, this is Golden Bird. Read loud and clear. Standing by for your signal. Over and out. Hey, so boss,
little bit, but we got here. We're still trying to avoid detection, and I think we successfully did that since we got all the way around this ship without them seeing us. All Dubbz has to do is climb up this gigantic chain now, which was 100% Jamal's idea. Just have to say that. Sorry, Dubbz. Well, he's in here now. We have to sneak into the bridge, which is all the way on the other side.
Incapacitate him. He'll have the codes we need for the terminal on the bridge.
We're gonna incapacitate him pretty soon. We just have to make it over there. If we can make it down the ladder, that would be great. I don't know what was going on. Dubbz was having issues. Alright, switching to that automatic. I feel a little bit more comfortable using it. We're just going to be walking behind these guys. We're technically not in their vision cone, so it's good. Being a little bit more brazen with the way that I'm dealing with these vision cones nowadays. Okay, we're just going to be coming up here. Almost getting seen now. Okay, we got to get off this thing. Alright. We just got spotted. I knew we were going to get seen. I thought we were going to be slick. We're doing pretty good for a second there. Now we're getting shot at from every single direction. It's going to get a little bit harder from here on out. Got shot in the head right there too. Hold on. Hold on. It's a good thing that he got a hard skull, you know. Bullets can't even pierce that thing until like the 5th shot. He's alright, you know. They're bringing helicopters? Okay, well, Dubbz got taken out again. Came back. Tried dealing with these helicopters the only way I know how, and that's homing missiles. The thing is that I had issues with hitting them with this homing missile too. It wasn't until I started moving along with the helicopter using Dubbz when he has this homing missile that it actually did its job. Other times it would just fly off into the distance, and I don't know what it was aiming at, but nothing was shot down. Okay, making it down from the ladder. I don't know what that guy was doing. He's doing some pretty cheap mechanics right there. He was actually just backing up continuously, and I wasn't going to be chasing him down. So let's just go here since we made it all the way to the bridge. Set of stairs. Dubbz is going to be heading inside. Hopefully, we'll make it. Took down one guy. Where's the other? You know what? We didn't have enough time to react. That was the problem. Now we're in here, and that guy's trying to come at us with a machete. We had an automatic too. I don't know what he was thinking, but okay. Let's search the cap. We got what we needed. The terminal codes are with us.
Codes? There should be a terminal in the bridge with cargo info. Could help us find our car.
That would be a great idea. I was just going to leave the bridge too. Let's access the terminal. Holy shit, dude. That thing almost got Dubbz. Good thing that the mirror, or not mirror, it's the windows.
Right. You know what you're looking for?
Still firing.
Time to put those bolt cutters to use and break into those containers.
The windows are hard as hell. But let's try to shoot that helicopter down. Alright, let's crawl over this thing. Take an aim. And that was a terrible mistake on my part. But we did end up blowing it up when Dubbz reincarnated and everything. Okay, let's get down from the ladder. Was getting shot at by one of these enemies that was hella far away.
Everybody back!
The aim always surprises me. But a bit later, we got to the point where I actually had Dubbz climb this ladder. And we're in the right area. Have to take down that guy, which was firing at Dubbz. Now we can't cut these chains and take a look inside. Hopefully we find the car first. Not really too hopeful on that. I'm telling you right now, it ain't the car. See? It's freaking poison. Almost killed Dubbz.
Hey, look, if you find some crazy stuff in there, remember, he's not really my uncle.
Alright, he's not really his uncle. What? Okay, let's go over here. This is going to be the second container we're trying. Let's open it up. What's in here? Nothing really. That means that has the car in it. So we're making our way over here. Let's open it up. Someone is still yelling all sorts of things at us. We're not going to be paying attention to that, alright? The hell with them. We found the car. The Jugular is going to be ours. Is that what's really called? Oh, the Jugular. I called it the Jugular. Ha! Okay, hold on. Gotta attach the flare to the container. Can we do that? We got the flare now. And Dubbz just chucked the flare at the storage container. That's not what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh, that was lit! Actually, though, my pilot sees it and is on the way.
Alright. Well, he's coming. Let's try to actually make it to our helicopter.
I see a flare. Coming for the pickup now.
Awesome. We gotta defend this guy, and I messed up. I started actually taking care of these guys, and by the time I got to the helicopter, the skylift had health. Well, I just got totally messed up, but no, it got half its life left, and we took out all the helicopters still. So even though we came late, we kind of saved it. But now there's more helicopters and things are starting to get a little bit more complicated. I kind of want these things destroyed before they bring down the skyline. If that happens, all of our efforts are going to be for nothing since we have to do this all over again. That's not what's going down. At least right now. Well, there's another trio of helicopters that showed up. Took down one of them. The other one is shooting at our helicopter, but we have to turn this thing around and see if we can get a lock on, maybe. Can't see him. Alright, one is up there. And that missile just went nowhere. Hopefully it doesn't run into a building or something. Are we good? Okay, we hit a building. Wasn't intentional. Now we have to open the container.
Yes! Okay, peace out, man. Enjoy the ride.
I appreciate it. You have a good one, dude.
Working for this family. Y'all are great.
Alright, we're down here now. Dubb's getting out. Maskless. Doesn't happen often, but it's happening right now. We gotta open the container and get this jugular. It just rolls out on his own? What is this thing, possessed or something? Got ghosts living inside the engine? Well, we made it out here. Driving into the salvage yard. Let's pull in. Robbery complete. Cargo ship. Robbery. We got most things done. We don't get a reward for bonuses or anything. Here is me and Dubbz selling it for $345,000. It's not bad.
Time to get paid. Take the vehicle to terminal. Everything is set up for it to be shipped over to Yusuf in Liberty City. I told him all about it, all the history behind it, and everything. He is so fucking pumped.
I think he would be. Okay. That didn't start off well, but that's where we need to go. Got here, got into a couple more accidents, just tiny little ones. We're still getting $343,000, you know. It's not like we're getting nothing out of the whole deal. Well, $343,908 exactly. We lost $1,092 from all those accidents, but we're going back to Omega. And we have $170,000 waiting for us in the wall safe. We didn't collect it for a few hours. Kind of got sidetracked. And this is what happens. Popularity needs to get raised up. I'm going to be doing that with a VIP delivery. I'm not going to be showing you that. So he's going to be doing that now. We're back in Omega and we're just going to be ending the day. We have quite a bit of money now. I think the next plan is going to be completing this club. I have a couple more businesses I want to buy, and that should help along with warehouse technicians. As of now, if you haven't done it, I would appreciate that like, subscribe, and even slapping that notification bell